As the Edmonton Oilers announce a proposal to potentially have fans back in the building, many wonder what Edmonton's summer festival season will look like during the second summer of the COVID-19 pandemic. Whether or not Edmonton will keep its reputation as a festival city depends on who you ask.
We're all staring into the same murky crystal ball.
Incoming executive director for the Fringe Festival, Megan Dart, says things are still up in the air as to whether or not the event will go ahead in the summer. Organizers are working on a number of different scenarios, including the Fringe possibly going back to its roots.
In fact, it might more closely resemble the very first Fringe Theatre event in 1982 than the festival that we know and love and experienced in 2019. It'll be smaller, it'll be more grassroots, it will have sort of that DIY feel that the very first 1982 version of our festival had.
Jim Gibbon, executive director for the Heritage Festival in Horilac Park, has a more optimistic view.
I have every faith that the governments will have shots in enough arms by the time our event comes around that we'll be able to have an event.
Gibbon tells City News operating at limited capacity doesn't work for a festival like his. He explains a digital component of the festival will be permanent going forward. They're also working on a plan to have smaller events across the city during Heritage Fest if large events are still not allowed. Gibbon says the Heritage Festival is needed more than ever now.
Our mandate is to fight racism, right? At the core, it's about bringing people together to experience each other's cultures and learning about how wonderful everybody is. And, there's some strange stuff happening in Edmonton these days. We're seeing racist attacks on people.
On Gallagher Hill, Terry Wickham, who produces Folk Fest, says he's not sure we'll see 25,000 people on the hill this summer.
You add in things like variants and beer tents and shuttle vans and borders being open and, big eating areas, all that kind of stuff that at this point, I can't see it being safe.
Wickham would normally be finalizing the lineup now, but says they'll hold off another month before making the call to cancel the festival.
Artists are getting a hold of me, and a lot of them are from the U.S., and the U.S. is way ahead of us on vaccination. So I'm kind of saying, look, if you've got another confirmed date, take that.
In Edmonton, Darcy Ropchan, City News.